Did you move to the UK? The apartments you renovated in Nigeria, are they for normal rentals or Airbnb? Should we look forward to some village vlogs this Christmas? When are we getting another interview with your beautiful mom? What do you do to keep fit? You're always looking peng. What made you decide on your current profession? Questions, questions, questions. And my one promise is that I'll answer them all. Hello, everyone. Oh my God. In fact, now bring broom for me. Let's clean cobwebs from this channel. I've forgotten how to say, hey guys. That's why I told you guys to ask me questions. I made the post on Instagram, which appeared on Facebook, and then on here on YouTube. You guys should ask me questions so that I'll know where to start. I don't know how to set up camera again. It's been a while, my people. How are you all doing? Genuinely, how are you all doing? Parents, how are you dealing with the summer? I know that in the America, they have resumed. I heard that they have resumed. We still have at least 1 month to go. Madre mia. What about in the UK, in the Nigeria? How are you all doing? When did I leave this channel? When was the last time? Ever since I uploaded that video talking about what's in my work bag, I've been on the road. From Brazil to the North Sea, UK sector. Some of you saw me in Aberdeen. Or was it Edinburgh? Where is it again? I can't even remember. Anyway, yeah. You guys saw me in the UK and I went to Norwegian sector. From there, I literally stepped foot in my house and left for Nigeria. Those of you that follow me on my Flo Finance channel, you may have seen me in Nigeria. Yeah, if you saw that video, because yeah, you know, whenever I go a long time without uploading, when I come back to upload, YouTube will just mama me, what do you call it? What do you call that thing again? Or social media, that social media platforms do when you stay away from you can shadow ban. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I have literally been so busy, but yeah. We're going to have a chat today. How are you all doing? If you're new here, my name is Flo and I am the class prefect of this channel. I am the owner of this channel and I sometimes, yeah, the keyword means sometimes I come on here to have a chat with my people. Yeah, you know, I started this channel when 14 years ago. So it started with all Nigerian recipes. Yeah, that's my name then. And they started with recipes videos. I was uploading recipes back to back for many years. And then based on you guys' questions, tell me about this, tell me about that, I started throwing on other things. And right now, oh my God, you guys know what I'm pursuing. So I hardly ever had time to come on here, but yeah, I said I must come on here today. These questions, I got them since last week, but since then, I don't know, I think it has to do with summer. Whenever it's summer, I'm much more like, I'm lazier. You guys know that normally I'm a lazy person, but I'm lazier than usual. Because the heat is too much. You know, the part of Spain where I live, we don't need air conditioners in our houses here because we get the 4 seasons here. It's only about 3 days or let's say 4 days that we get this kind of high humidity like we have in Nigeria. So that's not enough reason to put an air conditioner in your house, right? But in the south of Spain, yeah, they have air conditioner from the middle of Spain to the south. They have air conditioners in their houses, but here it's not necessary. It will be a waste of time putting air conditioner in. But this summer, oh my God, for 1 week now, it has been hot. I wanted to put on the fan here, but if I put it on, it will be making that kind of noise that you people will start complaining. So I'm going to sweat it out today, but I must make this video. I just hope that this video will not be too long. So let's get going. Let's get going. Madre mia. I don't know how to make videos again. A good number of questions I got from Instagram, from Facebook, people that are saying hi to me, asking how I've been. I missed you. I missed you. Give us content now. Give us vlogs now. Flo, yes, that's me. How go they go? Dope man Jace. Lady C Kitchen says, come to Godu Giafa first. Ijelem, lo dogu, okulo kalesia. Nwanyị na-adị intentional n'ihe ọbụla ọ na-eme. Oh, Nigerian recipes. Asị m ya dịkwara gị na mma o. Ise. All these names for me. Mahadrebia. It shall be well with you too, my sister. I like this kind of Ingili. The thing, in short, I was saying it. It felt like I was the one saying it. You guys know that this is how I talk. I'm doing okay. Anu Oluwapo. I see you on my other channel all the time. So yeah, I'm fine. You know, I'm fine. Yeah, thank you. I hope you're good too. It's been a while. Diplomat, I'm doing okay. Thank you all for asking. Yes, everything is all right. It's not a negative thing that kept me away from this channel. Thank God. It's just that I've been busy. You guys know what I'm chasing now. And you guys know that whenever I have a lot on my plate, YouTube will be one of the things I will eliminate first, because YouTube requires a lot of brain work. You have to film the video, you have to edit it. I'm hoping that I'm going to quickly edit this one now and put it up. Maybe I won't even edit it. I'll just put it like that without editing and put it up for you. I'm telling you, I'm just going to vomit my brain here, right? When I came back from the North Sea, stepped in here, stepped out again, went to Nigeria, I went to renovate our rental apartment. That apartment is due for renovation, and for those of you who saw those videos on my other channel, you saw what one of the tenants did there. Like, they completely trashed the apartment. So I said that I'll have to go there myself to do it. So we were waiting till the other person moved out. So once the other person moved out, there were two of them. I said, let me go and do them at the same time. There's another one waiting. We're waiting for that person to move out. But yeah, I couldn't do the trade. So as soon as I came back here, I spent a few days here and I went off to the UK. I went back to the UK. This one is for my own trip, not for work. So my sister graduated. Yay! My sister graduated with distinction in her master's degree. So just Nadia and I went. My husband didn't have his holiday now, you know. So he was working, and Kamsi wasn't keen on going with us. So just the two of us went. And yeah, we came back from there, and we've been enjoying the summer. I hope you guys have been having a good time too, yeah? So it's not for something bad. Anne said that my spirit is strong, that she literally thought about me, and the next thing, my post dropped. Yes, so Anne, all you have to do is think about me and I'll appear. Tell me, YouTube has been put on the back burner. Trust me, I had posts to make here, but several times, oh my God. The heart is willing, the mind is willing. How do they say it? But my shadow was not willing. My shadow would not allow anything else to happen, yeah? Ginika does not have any question because she knows that my channel is filled with lots of answers. See, this my channel is an encyclopedia of sorts. Just think about that thing. I've definitely uploaded it here. Just type my name, Flo Chinyere, followed by whatever keyword or phrase that you're searching for, and I must have made a video about it. Even if I didn't put that thing in the title, you know, YouTube has a way of, you know, whatever you say inside the video, YouTube will pick on it, and because you put my name, it will bring out the video. So just do that, okay? I have a lot of unscripted videos where I drop a lot of nuggets. I won't even know. Sometimes I'll just be saying, talking. I won't even know that I'm dropping nuggets, but I know this from the feedback that you guys give me. So thank you so much for all your feedback all the years. You guys have made this channel. You guys have built this channel. My channel is a massive Q&A channel. Yeah, I get the question, I answer it in a video, I unscripted. Even the first few videos that I uploaded on this channel were Q&A, were question and answer, were answers to the questions I was getting on my website. And then from there, you guys started asking more questions in the first few videos, and I kept answering. It hasn't stopped. Everything on this channel, literally, I never ever come up and say, oh, this is a video idea. No, it's always from questions. I see a question in my comment section, I go and put it on my list of to-do videos. Yeah, it's all about, if I get enough questions about something, I upload it here. Yeah, this is actually one of the reasons why I changed the name of this channel, because at some point, when I've given you guys enough recipes, you know, when I was churning out recipes, you guys we were only cooking on this channel, but at some point, you guys have all learned to cook everything. Yeah, I've taught you everything. So you guys started asking, since recipes requests are finished, you guys started asking more questions. Oh my God. Hi. Eukarya, it's been a while. Yeah, I've forgotten how to say hey guys. T's House of Style says that she has been watching me since the days of all Nigerian recipes, the OGs. Yeah, actually I started with Nigerian food recipes, and I later changed it to all Nigerian recipes to match my website name, allnigerianrecipes.com. And after that, I changed it to Flo Chinyere, my name, yeah, to like deniche this channel. Yeah, she learned how to prepare the best stew from one of my videos. Yes, I am a teacher's daughter, and if I teach you anything and you don't understand it, if you don't learn it, just go for deliverance, okay? Never mind that in some of those my videos that a lot of people find helpful, some people will be there and say, this video is too long, just to cook this, 1 hour. Go and check the views on those videos. Those are my kinds of videos that people prefer to watch. Cook with me videos where I balance and drop nuggets, unscripted nuggets. Huh? Leave that out. If it's all these short whatever videos, I'll just frame the video and sit down, write the recipe, do the voiceover. There, I'm just sticking to what I wrote and within a certain period of time. But if it's just cooking and talking and fishing out things, you know, this is my brain. You know, when I started cooking or when I started doing anything in this life, you know how old I am. People should not mind me in this video. Hi, madre mia. Say hello to me below first. Have you said hello? Say hello to me, please. I want to see what your faces look at. I'm hoping that you now have a profile picture on your account, on your YouTube account. Even if you're not a YouTuber, put your profile picture. I want to see your face. It's been a long time, okay? And those of you that if you change your profile picture recently, because I already know you with a certain kind of certain profile picture. So if you are changing, maybe I have not recognized you instantly when I look at your comments. So remind me who you are, okay? Say hi to me. I have a lot in common with a lot of you here. So remind me, okay? Yeah, Abiola, I love you right back. I love all my lovers. Onyi, I miss you too. I am doing great. Joy. Victoria is thanking me for the carrot oil video. She used the knowledge in there to start a business. Well done, Victoria. Lots of people have built businesses with the content I've put out here. You know, in the early days of my YouTube channel, 2011, back then, I uploaded a lot of videos, and you know, then there was nothing like that on the internet. And Nigerians living outside Nigeria that were craving all these meals, oh my God, they pounced on it, made it for their families. From making it for their families, they started making it for events and all that. They started a lot of businesses with all this. So I'm not even surprised. I'm not surprised that she's telling me this about the carrot oil. Well done, Victoria. Onyi, yes, I'm monetized on Facebook. Thank you so much for looking out for me. But the problem is that I've been doing my Facebook people bad thing. Yeah, I can't. It's up to 2 years that I stopped posting on Facebook. Yeah, that is actually post what I'm known for on Facebook. There was a story I told on Facebook last year, but that was just a post with images. But to post a recipe video, I can't even remember the last time I posted on Facebook. So I know I'm doing you people bad thing, but you'll soon see why. Hey, Hey, so how are you all doing? I hope you're doing great. How many times will I ask you how are you doing? Make sure you answer me below. Hi. Let's jump right into the questions. These have been greetings. How many minutes? Already. Just greeting. Anyway, what made you decide on your current profession and what did you study? That's secondary school, undergrad, postgrad, etc. Lily, this your question is loaded. You see that part where you asked what made you decide? It's not a straightforward answer because a lot of people no, a lot of things influenced my final decision. Like, you know, in this life, you'll be going like this. Life goes like this. Life is never straightforward. You may have a plan here, but by the time this one pushes you, this one pushes you, this one pushes you, the thing will be bending and bending instead of you to end up straight there that you were looking, you were seeing your plan, your light at the end of the tunnel there. But by the time all life's influences have touched the thing hand, you end up over there. So, yeah, I'm going to make a dedicated video to show you how I made lemons from the, I made lemonade from the lemons that life showed me from my original plan. I'll make a separate video for that, dedicated, because I have a lot to say. If I start saying this in the way I want to answer this your question, because I can imagine where this question is coming from. So I'll take my time to answer you, even if you're the only one that watches that video. This is my time to tell my life career story in one place. So I'll do that for you, okay? Christy is upskilling in data science and wants to know how to land a job, including remote jobs. Considering that she's a wife and mother of 2 kids, I'll say ChatGPT. Ask Charlie, Mr. Charlie as I call him. Ask ChatGPT. Train it. Don't just go straight and ask this way. Just ask, have a conversation with it. Don't write one paragraph and send it once. Just ask, tell him where you're coming from. Tell him your family situation, you know, mother with 2 kids. Tell him the kind of job you're looking for. Tell him what you're upskilling in now. And ChatGPT will advise you. Let me just say, it's very good with this kind of thing. It will advise you. Yeah, basically everything you wrote in this question, but gradually train it first before you throw in the question, and it's going to give you the correct answer. Should we look forward to Christmas village vlogs, December vlogs? My people, the truth is that I don't know. Till now, we haven't booked our flight. This is August. And you know that normally Christmas period is peak period. So even if you book your flight in January, it's already expensive, let alone now that we are like how many months? August, September, October, November, this 4 months from Christmas. We haven't even booked our flight. To be honest, I'm not keen on going this year. I don't know what they're doing in that state. The state is not safe. Our governor is focused on being re-elected. If you did good work, why should you be too focused on being re-elected? Your work should do the election for you, no? So I don't know what he's doing there. The insecurity is too much. I'm not keen on going, to be honest. I don't know. I'm not keen. So we will see. We will see if we win a lottery, because by then I'm sure it will only be first class tickets or business class tickets that will be available, and they will be calling 5,000 euros for one person for you. Is it worth paying 20,000 euros just to go to Nigeria? Chika says, we want to watch part 2 of your vlog with your beautiful mom. Chika, I thought we wrapped up my mom's Q&A that day. Yeah, I remember I mentioned it in that video. Did you watch that video? If you haven't seen the special one in town special interview I had with my mom, where my mom exposed me, told you guys about my life story, go and watch it. I'll put the link below. In fact, any video that I mentioned from now on, I'll put it below. If you check it's not there, just let me know and I'll get it for you, okay? Because my head can be full sometimes. So Chika, we finished all the questions. Yeah, because I got very few questions that day, so we were able to handle, she was able to answer all of them in that one video. Very few questions, but very deep questions. Yeah, I believe my mom has actually covered all the stories, you know, everything she knows about me. If you feel that you still want to hear more about my life from my mom, ask that question below and I'll get her to answer them whenever we see. She may even come here, who knows? So ask away, okay? The thing is, as I get older, the number of years I actually spent with my mom keeps shrinking. Yeah. So my mom doesn't know, she knew me, like the story she could tell about me, like firsthand, from birth to secondary school. As soon as I entered university, she was no longer there with me, you know, 247. She couldn't really follow. So I am the one that can actually tell you more story about my life that you don't. I have a lot of aspects of my life that you guys have never heard about. So feel free, ask me below, give me, maybe that will be a kind of why I will keep coming back to upload videos on this channel. So ask away and I will answer any question you want to ask me about my life. Yeah. No question, they fear me. Now they fear to ask questions. When you're told to ask questions, you people don't like asking questions. You can also send me an email, yeah? People know they like ask questions, they fear. Not just Chika. Anybody, if you feel free, ask me any question, either directed at my mom or directed at me. And I'll think about it and I'll make a video for you guys and tell you all this story. I know they look face. I know they look face when answering questions genuinely. Whatever topic, ask me. I'm ready. I know that, you know, being an old woman, a lot of young people watch me. So anything you want to know about my life, the only thing I cannot give you is advice. I don't like giving advice, but I can tell you anything about my experience in life. I know that everybody's life is different. So if I tell mine, you can draw from mine, draw from another person, draw, and make yourself a very special person, right? So ask away. Aisha T, what do you do for me time, self-care, hobby? Aisha, at what stage of my life? Is it right now or before? You know why I'm laughing? These days, I have two hobbies. Duvet therapy, that's sleeping, and doom scrolling on my phone. That's the only thing I do these days as me time. I'm telling you, my daily routine now is, I don't know, this summer is not helping issues. You see how my face is shining, but it looks moisturized, right? This summer is not helping issues. When I'm here, when I'm at home now, for instance, in the morning, I'll open my eyes when my husband wakes up to go to work. I'll just open my eyes because, you know, maybe his alarm woke me or he moved when getting out of bed, and I'll just open my eyes. And then once he leaves, I'll go back to sleep. And then around 10, 11, I'll wake up again and maybe go and drink water or, you know, do the small room stuff and all that. And I'll come back and start doom scrolling on my phone. These days, I love TikTok, that app. I learn a lot from that app. I may be watching TikTok now and then I hear something that I've never heard before. Before you know it, I am on Google searching that thing, looking into it. Before you know it, I'm on YouTube to watch videos of that thing. So that is all I do. And before you know it, I'll fall asleep again while doom scrolling. And then next time I'll get up is when my husband comes back from work. And then I'll have my first meal of the day. We'll have lunch and then we'll come back, and my husband has siesta every day. And then I'll go back and sleep again. By the time we wake up, it's dinner time. We eat and then maybe watch YouTube a little bit. And by midnight, we are back to bed. I'm telling you, this is my routine now. So, my darling Aisha T, I don't do any special thing that you would think to, yeah. Because, you know, in my job, I get a lot of free time. So, I don't think I'm stressed to that level of needing me time and all that. And, you know, my children are grown. So, it's not like I'm taking care of a small baby. They take care of themselves. Before I made this video, I was telling Ned was cooking her lunch. I said, do quick. And because I want to make a video. So I was waiting for her. As soon as she finished, she took the meal away and I started making this video. So my children are grown and I don't really think that like I need the me time, like in that sense that women say it. Oh, you people, you know, everybody, you're taking care of people, and then from time to time you need. I've passed that stage, I will say, and I don't know how old you are, but yeah, you soon get to that stage as well, where you wouldn't need that kind of, because every day is a me time for you, kind of. So, but one thing I want to get back into is traveling. I've been doing a lot of virtual traveling on TikTok. I'll see one place, I'll watch, go and watch clips, go and search for it on YouTube, look at, but there are some places that I'll see. I want to go there physically. I don't get enough from just watching how that place is, especially places that are nature, like filled with nature. For instance, there's a place, what's the name again? I can't pronounce the name. I can see the spelling of the name now, but Zhangjiajie or whatever in China. That place where you have these natural things coming up. They have they have like a cable car there. You have the you know, that kind of bridge, skywalk, that looks like a skywalk that you look down and it's glass bridge or something like that. I really want to go there. Do you guys want to form a travel club? Who has some free time with me so that we can start traveling? I need to get into traveling, you know, and I don't like traveling alone. My husband has just 20 something days vacation a year, which he splits between our summer vacation and Christmas. So every other time he's working. So I can't travel alone. It's boring for me. You know, some people can travel alone. Kudos to you guys, but I prefer traveling with my friends, and we'll have, I believe it's more fun for me, the kind of person I am. So I enjoy it more. I enjoy doing the activities with different people and others. So do you guys want to form a travel club? Let me know in the comments so that we can we can start a hobby. Madre mia. So tell me, what is my hobby? Is it not sleeping? Oh my God. Can sleeping even be a hobby? If you guys don't want to start traveling, hobby, what do you call it? Sleeping will continue to be my hobby. You know, when I was much younger, I had a lot of hobbies. Reading, you know, back in the day, we grew up, I believe I am in the best generation. We grew up from analog to digital era. So there was a time when reading was all we did, like reading. I read everything. I read romance novels, African Readers Library, like the ones that we read in secondary school. My mom told you guys how she used to buy lots of books for us. We were card-carrying members of Enugu Children's Library. So I read a lot. I read all of them. And unlike my mom, she didn't frown out anything, even the romance novels that had all the sultry poses on the cover. She didn't care. So long as it's a book, read it. Some of my friends back in secondary school, they had to tear off the cover of the romance novels, and when they want to read, and keep the cover in their locker in school. When they want to take it home, when they come back, they put it, like they gum it back, because their parents will frown at it. But my mom, she didn't frown. I read Pesetas, even though I didn't like every book in Pesetas. I read Mills and Boons, Harley Quinn, romance, silhouette, romance. I read James Hadley Chase. Oh my God, I wish I can go back and reread all James Hadley Chase novels. Like some of the stories are still in my head, but you know, only parts of it. But I want to relive it back in the day. The Vulture is a Patient Bird, Borgia Ring, I Speak, that one, The Guilty Are Afraid. Oh my God, Miss Blandish. I just wish I can. There's one day I actually went on Amazon and the books were so expensive, and I was like, what? I walked away. But I really, really want to read them again, because I want to relive. I don't even know why. Are there any movies made on those books? Like, I wish there were movies. I want to watch them, because I used to have like vivid imaginations of what was happening in those books. I read Frederick Forsyth, and then what's the name of this UK guy? What's his name again? Jeffrey Archer. I read them all. I read them all. The only books I didn't get into were sci-fi books, but apart from that, I read every other one. Oh my God, back in the day, we had so many hobbies, yeah? But today, the digital age has enveloped me so much that Shame no dey gree me tell my children to reduce screen time. Ife's Coco, what do you do to prevent burnout? Straight to the point answer. In everything I do, Ife's Coco, I never ever bite off more than I can chew. That's the only way I can prevent burnout. Where do I start? In school, back in school, let me start from there. In university, I just read enough to make a 2-1. That was because the job I wanted to do, I heard that the minimum they took, like the minimum students, the graduates they took, was you had to have a 2-1. So I read enough just to make a 2-1. I don't stress myself. I'm not going to stress myself to make a first class. Not that if I read that I will not make a first class, but me, I'm not that kind of person. There are some things I don't aspire to. So once I'm looking at my grades, it's a 2-1, I'm fine. Moreover, I don't like organized learning. So it was already bad as it is. I'm not going to add to my stress. And then okay, should I talk about marriage or work first? Okay, marriage, let's go to marriage. You see, I have 2 children. I saw my mom, I watched my mom being stressed. That is one of the most stressful things in women's lives, raising kids. I watched my mom so stressed, raising 5 kids. I wanted none of that. So I have to. See, they don't grow now. Very soon they will leave home. I can live my life. So I don't come this world to be stressed about raising children. That's not me. No, I love children. You guys have seen me at Christmas. I love children, but I love it when at the end of the day, they go back to their houses. And then when it comes to my job, I've never aspired to be the CEO of my company. You know, when Schlumberger hired me in Nigeria and sent me to the UK, then our contract as offshore engineers was 516. You know what that 516 means? You work 6 weeks offshore and then you come back, take 1 week break. This is the offshore that I'm working now. If I work 6 weeks, I take 6 weeks break. Back then on that contract, international contract, you work 6 weeks offshore, only 1 week off. This is the official rotation. And then you work 5 weeks in the office. You know what I was doing then? Because all those days you work in the office, you also can accumulate vacation days. I will take 2 weeks. Every time I came back, I would take 2 weeks vacation days. I'll just look at my vacation days. It's accumulating. I'll just tell my manager in the office, I need vacation. And they give me 2 weeks vacation days. And I'll add it to the 1 week. And I'll get 3 weeks off. Those days I would travel to anywhere I wanted to travel. I always travel to Nigeria, you know, because my company paid for my vacation travel to my home country. They calculated it that you go to your home country. I don't know how they calculated, but the amount I was getting then was enough for me to travel to Nigeria 4 times a year. And such money, they don't give it to you cash. You have to travel, then claim it. So I made sure that I traveled all the money. So that's what I was doing. Do you know that later they changed that to they changed the rotation to 633? Exactly what I was doing. So yeah, and the very first time I went offshore and I saw that people were doing 6 on 6 off contract. This kind of contract that I'm doing, that I did, I'm not working in the office. I was like, give me that position. I went back to the office and I went to my manager. I was like, I want that position. My manager was like, you can't get that position because you're on a different contract. You have to do your graduate training for 3 years before you can even, we can even consider to give you that. But there's no way they're going to give you that because the kind of training they gave you is for you to be on a fast track to being a manager and all that. And I was like, the moment I finished the training, I was like, that was actually about the time that I met my husband as well. And I ran away to Spain and got another job. Okay, with all that training they gave me, I used it to go, another company benefited from all the world class, because trust me, Schlumberger gives world class training. They lost me because they didn't want to give me the contract that I wanted. Anyway, that's to show you that I don't aspire to be manager, CEO. No, I'm not that kind of person. There are even, in my department right now, in the department I work on offshore, there are even 2 positions in my department that I never aspire to. I don't want to be in that position. And since 2013, I've been working as a freelancer. I don't want to work directly with any company because I want to be able to say, like if my agent gets a job for me and tells me, I want to be able to look at my own schedule. If it doesn't fit my family schedule or whatever other thing I'm doing, I say no, that I'm going to go. If the company does not fit me, yes, I have a blacklist of companies I never ever want to work for. Yeah, either because they have their work environment is crap, or they have a shitty boat with no internet, barely any internet in this digital age, and I'll be there for 6 weeks. Count me out. So yeah, I won't go. So, and these companies, when you don't work directly for companies, you're not going to get to those two positions because those two positions are important. They don't want someone that has the choice to say no, that they're not coming offshore at certain times to be in those positions. So that has been working perfectly for me. I don't want to be Oga. I'll be calling you my Oga. You know, it's all my videos, I say my Oga offshore, my Oga. I don't care. Some of them are people that I'm older than. I don't care. I don't want to do it. It's stressful. They are stressed. The way they themselves work, you see that they are stressed. I don't want to be that stressed. So you guys follow me on this YouTube. You see how I upload here. If a lot of things are going on in my life behind the scenes, YouTube or social media is the first to go. You see, YouTube is the only platform that I even upload on. I can say that I have been consistent over the years because I just like YouTube. Facebook, yeah, there was a time I was on Facebook as well because I just make content on this YouTube, re-edit it to Facebook format and upload it on Facebook. Of course, I make Facebook's own, what do you call it, voiceover, you know, tailored to Facebook people. You know, Facebook people have a certain kind of madness. So I have I have a way of making my content for Facebook to match their madness. so after some time, lately, I've not been able to keep up. You guys know that for the first time in a long time, from early last year to now, I've been working offshore back to back to back to, unlike before where I work maybe once a year or twice a year, but I've been working back to. That's why Facebook had to go, because even that small re-editing that I do for it, I don't have time for it. And I don't make a lot of recipes videos anymore. Recipes is like more like Facebook people have never taken to my other type of content like YouTube has taken to the other type of content that I upload here. So I'm sorry, my Facebook people, if you guys ever get to watch video, this is why that you people don't see me there anymore, because I don't have time to be editing recipes videos for you guys. I don't really cook that much anymore on my own channel here, because it's the content I upload here on YouTube that I refurbish for Facebook. Instagram, that app self, I personally hate that app to start with. It's not user friendly. If you're watching something, you cannot pause it like on TikTok. You can pause it, but you have to keep holding it. Why? Just press once and it will be paused on TikTok. TikTok is better. You can zoom in. I just prefer TikTok, and I learn a lot of. I like the kind of content that people upload on TikTok much more than Instagram. Looks too curated for my liking. I like content where I feel like I'm in the room with that person, and I don't get that with Instagram. It looks like everybody that is uploading on Instagram is wanting to put their best food forward. I don't know, so that brands can give them work. Maybe because they don't earn any money on that platform. So everybody is. I don't really like that app, so I don't even go there much. The only thing that takes me to Instagram is to check my DMs, because that's where a lot of people contact me to ask me questions on a normal day, not when I even say to ask me questions. So from time to time, when I remember that my people may have sent me a question there or a message there, I'll go there. Then TikTok, I don't upload on TikTok. Twitter, I just go to Twitter to know what is happening in Nigeria. That's my source of news, even though Twitter is becoming depressing these days. The kind of discussions that Nigerians have there is annoying to me. Like, you see something happening that is serious, that is killing your future. People will be catching cruise with it. Like, anyway, but that's where I get my news from. Quick news. Once I come into my feed, I get my Nigerian news and walk away again. What else? Yeah, I've touched all the platforms. So, like I said, I never ever bite off more than I can chew. When life gets overwhelming, I eliminate a lot of things. That way, I never get burnt out. Even in my job, if people call me and I'm tired, I tell you, I know they come. T's House of Stars says, you made me like Spain, but you don't do content on how we can join you there. T's, I thought you said you've been watching me since all Nigerian recipes days. Are you sure? Are you? Have you liked this video yet? Have you? Tis, did you hear what Gidika said earlier? There's no question here that I've not answered. I get questions, I answer. I get questions, I answer. How do you think I churn out detailed recipes? Because before I make a video, even if there is a recipe video, there must have been a series of questions on that. That's why when I make a video, when I say somebody say, hey, I wanted to ask that question, you already answered it because somebody else asked that before you. That's why you guys created this channel, this encyclopedia of sorts. But even though upon still, it's not everything that I make content about. For instance, moving to Spain, I'm not an immigration expert. And when I moved to Spain a long time ago, you know, I know that we have Japa season now. Japa, now everybody's making Japa content. But I moved to Spain a long time ago. I can't even, because a lot of things I share is my experience, based on my experience. I can't even come here and start sharing my experience to you. It's already, though it's not really changed like that, but I cannot come and start telling you all the different ways I'll go and be doing research. It's not everything that somebody wants to upload on her channel now. This channel is already too diversified, but still, I can tell you for a fact that I have answered numerous questions about moving to Spain behind the scenes. I must not bring everything here. So the question is, Tis, that's your name now. Have you ever asked me a question? I don't think so. This question now, because this is your backhanded, is it question or accusation now? I don't know what to call it. Have you ever asked me this question and I did not answer you? It's not possible. Case in point, look at this question that somebody sent me about moving to Spain. This is one of the most intelligent questions I've ever gotten. She did her homework, did her research. In fact, she had, later when we started communicating via email, she told me that she has started the process, even had dates already of arrival and all that. But she wanted to speak with somebody with first-hand experience. And you guys know that I talk about my life in Spain here so much that some people even hate me for it, especially in this video. The kind of attack I got when I made this video that I prefer Spain. Nigerians could not hear it because a lot of people come to this Spain. Once they get their passport, they're off to the UK. UK and now they've been in the UK that I lived in for 4 years before coming here. UK and now they've been in it. So I love it here. I don't hide it, and I have an approachable demeanor. What do you call it? Don't you think? Don't I look friendly? I am approachable because I know the number of people that approach me inbox. I know that I'm approachable, and you guys have seen that I'm approachable from the way I relate with people and all that. So, Tis, why haven't you asked me? I know that you haven't asked me this question. You're just sitting around, folding your hands, waiting for you at the dokobo, waiting for me to deliver the content to you. I know this for a fact because you sent me this message or this accusation from a burner account. It doesn't have a full profile picture. You didn't have anything up because I wanted to go and look if we have had a discussion before and I didn't answer you. Just look at this question that this person asked me. She came prepared, and you can see that I was even offshore when she asked me this question. Yet I had the time to, because when I told her, send me an email to get more text on this, and then I sent her a thesis, numbered with illustrations, everything, and look at her response. Look at her response that she sent to me. She was shook. She never expected it. Put that thank you in bold, showing that that appreciation came from the bottom of her heart. She did not expect it. I'm telling you, she knew I would answer her. That's why I would respond to her. That's why she came to me in the first. Of course, she knew I would respond, but she didn't know I would respond like this with illustrations. I cleared all her fears. She had made up her mind to come, but she still had that, tiny nag of fears. Because I get a lot of messages, I wouldn't want a situation where somebody will come to me expecting me to do the normal Google search the person would. You have to do your homework first, which she has already done. I make exception with information on Spain, because I understand that majority of the information you need about Spain, like all the deep information, is in Spanish. And when you search on Google with English keywords, the Spanish websites will not come up. So that's where I come in. So when somebody comes and says, I said this, I said that, and I didn't find it, I just go and search in Spanish for the person. Bring the link, give it to the person and say, okay, go to this link. When you get to that website, toggle to English, because over the years, Spanish government, they've been improving their website. You can toggle to different languages, like different local languages here, and English as well. So I'll tell the person, okay, when you get the information you need is on this website. When you get there, toggle to English at the top from here. They will go and toggle it and then get the information they need. That's where I come in. And then another situation is when the website is still not, it doesn't have different languages that you can toggle to. I'll search and then send the link to the person. I say, copy the information on this page, put it on Google Translate, and you get the information you need. I've been doing that for people ever since I can't remember. Maybe ever since I started uploading my life that I live, maybe in 2019, the first time I uploaded a video that I live in Spain. That's the first time I made a vlog that I live in Spain. So I've been doing that for ages. So I don't know where this is coming from. Yeah. It's not every topic that I delve into on my channel, please. I mean, the only one thing you may see me uploading about immigration is immigration rant, which there's one coming up. So watch out for it. If it's rant, yeah, but if it's making a detailed video like I do in my recipes about japa to Spain, no, that's not me. But feel free to ask me inbox. Cheche asked, did you move to the UK? This year alone, I've made several posts, on my Instagram story. I've made several posts from the UK. The first one was when I went to work in, I can't remember, was it Aberdeen or Edinburgh? Anyway, I think it was from Edinburgh. Yeah, that we joined the vessel. So I made a few posts from there. Even there are lots of clips I made that I didn't even post. So yeah, and then Nede and I went for my sister's graduation last week of July. So Cheche probably thinking that I moved to the UK. That's why she asked this question. Cheche, if at any time you hear that I'm moving to the UK, it's just clickbait, okay? You will not pay me. Even if you paid me, I will not move to the UK. I'm telling you. I already have reasons. I already uploaded it on this channel, the reasons why I don't like the UK. But there's something that the UK is doing recently that I'll be the last person to contribute to their economy, because they are the worst colonial master ever. Yeah. There's a video. I'm going to make a video about that, to rant here. So anytime you see that I'm moving to the UK, it's clickbait. And now I can't even use that to clickbait you guys to come and watch my videos. Josie asked, when are you visiting the UK? Josie, I just came back from the UK actually. I went for my sister's graduation last week of July. Yeah, I went with just Ned, even though I will never move to the UK to live. I've never moved there now, but I'll continue to visit. Yeah. Then Celestina asked, what do you do to keep fit? Always looking the same size. You look good anyway. Thanks, Celestina. One answer, food. You know why it's so easy for me to answer this? This is not the first time that I'm saying this on this channel. I have so many videos talking about what you eat, food. A lot of people come to the comments of those videos and tell me, oh, you're skinny, you're naturally skinny. Let me tell you, last year up till now, beginning of last year up till now, was the first time ever in years, not ever, in years since I went freelancing, that I actually went offshore back to back, like on a regular rotation. And since then, you guys have seen the kind of food, the amount of food, sheer amount of food that they serve us offshore. And I've said several times, if you're not careful, you gain too much weight. So it's all right when I go offshore once or twice a year. But when you go it on a regular basis and you're eating, even when you're eating a small amount of food, sometimes, depending on the vessel that you work on, there's a way the chef will be preparing food. Every meal is filled with calories. Okay? So and you have ice cream, you have this every time you go up to that room, you must eat something. We have snacks all around the clock. And I was eating and adding weight. You guys were here on this channel, right? When during Christmas, everybody that I saw at Christmas these are people that know me normally. I normally weigh 65 kilos. You know, they hide size and all that. I normally weigh 65 kilos. That is what I've maintained. One weight that I've maintained for years. At most, I'll come up to 67 and I watch it, I go back again. 65 kilos, my steady weight for a long time. But you see, from that January last year till December, I was weighing 70. What was I weighing at Christmas time? 76 kilos, right? Am I right? I weigh 76 kilos, yeah. When I was, you know how I weigh our bags, I weigh myself and then I come down, I carry the bag. That's when I saw that I was weighing before, yeah. That's why when people were telling me you gained weight, I was just covering up, hey, it's my face, it's the hair I made, blah, blah, blah. I knew that I gained weight. I was weighing 76 kilos. And then when I was weighing my bags to travel to Nigeria in June, I was weighing, that's 6 extra months, yeah? I was weighing 78 kilos. As soon as I landed in Nigeria, of course, I went to Nigeria. I didn't go on holiday. I went to Nigeria to do the renovation. So I was always at the site. I had the opportunity because I spent most of my time at the work site. I had the opportunity to close my eating window, like close this so small, like I think it was 3 hours, that I had only 1 meal a day. At most, the second meal I'll have in a day is peanuts, boiled peanuts, because it's in season in Nigeria now. And that's mostly what I was eating. My sister-in-law will fry eggs for me in the morning. I'll tell her, cover it, I'm coming. I may even come into the house to take things, but I never sat down and never stayed long enough to eat. Even if I wanted to eat anything, it was boiled peanuts. But at night, maybe around 5 p.m. or to 6 p.m., I'll eat that omelette. I was weighing 78 kilos. That's 13 kilos. Remember, that's what I was weighing when I went to Nigeria. That's 13 kilos from what I weighed normally, my normal weight. This thing is 1 kilo of rice. So imagine 13 of this on my body. Even my knees were feeling it. Yeah. So I had to do something. Food is the number one thing that makes you add weight. Whether you believe it or not, you can continue hiding behind your genes and all that. In my family, we have a fat gene. All my siblings are bigger than I am. Not fat, but they're all bigger than I am. Okay? So if you'll be thinking, oh, it's my gene, it's your gene. If you want to lose weight, you lose weight. If you want to gain weight, you chop up. Food is number one thing. So this is what I was doing. So I was in Nigeria for 4 weeks. So as soon as I came back here, again, I was weighing my bags to go to Manchester. I weighed myself and I lost 6 kilos. I weighed 72 kilos just by, I didn't go to the, I've told you guys here several times, I'm not a gym person. I'm too lazy. Like once I do, I'm tired. Yeah. I don't know if even this one, I don't know if it's menopause because I'm the kind of tired I am these days. So I'm not a gym person. Of course, you can say I'm going to the side, but this side that I'm going is just renovation. What am I doing there? It's not like when we built our house in the village that I'll tell you that I'll actually be doing exercise on the side or working hard. So I weighed 72 kilos. In fact, yesterday, when was it? I came in the bathroom, I weighed myself 71 kilos. I'm coming down. So food, my darlings, I don't know how long this video is long ago. Anyway, food, you guys saw at Christmas, added weight and add everywhere. Those of you that follow my other channel, if you're paying attention, you would have heard where our painter told me as well that I added weight. So everybody knows that I added weight. It's only those that don't know me that will keep saying that you don't add weight. I know that I've had yo-yo weight, sometimes. But this time, like yo-yo weight of like 2 kilos, and I know the only thing is food. It's food all the time. But this time is the first time when I saw 78, my eye tear. So, unless you don't care, I really care about my body. In fact, now my stomach, that one, look at this photo that we took in Manchester. Upon say I made circle dress to hide my tummy. My tummy is out of control now. I'm telling you, me that always had flat tummy, flat balenge tummy. I had to change my jeans, some of my jeans, because even if you're forced to button it, when you sit down, it will be busting your stomach. Hey, I had to pack them now and send home to give to skinny some because my jeans were still like new, and now they can't enter me anymore. Anyway, reduce what you eat. I did not start saying this on my channel today. There are lots of videos on this, not lots, but I also mention it inside vlogs and all that. Yeah, please, you are what you eat. Whether you, I know that there are some health issues that will make people gain weight, but let me tell you, there are few in number, the people that such health issues. The rest of the people that are complaining, I eat once I breathe in oxygen, I lie. Na food you dey breathe. Ngozi asks, what app do you use for editing your videos? I use Vegas Pro for PC. This is what I've been using. Apart from the early days of YouTube when I used what do you call this one? Windows editor, the one that came with Windows. Apart from then, but that one is too limited. So I've been using Vegas Pro. That's what I even use it to edit the videos that I post on Facebook. Yeah. I don't like doing any serious thing on my phone. It's just tiny space, pinching and zooming. I can't. But there's this app that is very good if you're looking for something that you can use on your phone. CapCut is very good. I've seen a few tutorials about them because sometimes I go and watch something before I send. Like if somebody asks me, what can you use for this and this? I go and watch it. I watch several tutorials and then choose the one that I feel that will be easy for the person and say, okay, watch this one. So I've watched a few CapCut tutorials and it's quite a nifty app and you can do a lot with it with the free version. Yeah. So use CapCut if you're looking for something to use on your phone. Lady C Kitchen is asking about raising kids. Do you use African style or Igbo style? Lady C. I use my own style. Yeah, what I'll call my own style. You know how I derive my own style? You were here, you watched my mom's interview where we talked about ass whooping. Yeah. My mom was an ass whooper. She didn't talk a lot. She didn't communicate with you a lot. She just come. She heard that you did this. She wouldn't even give you time to talk. It would be my dad that would be saying, stop beating them with hand. Bring cane and beat them. You kill them. My mom was ass whooper. And sometimes the reason why she didn't bring cane was if she starts with cane, she will injure you. Yeah. That's why I guessed. Yeah. But that aspect of my mom raising us, I didn't like it. And I swore I would never use it. Yeah. And then that's one of the things that comes with raising too many kids, more than you can handle, yeah? So I said I will never use that aspect, I mean, you can smack a child, at a certain age when they know they hear word, when they're naughty, smack their bum, use Eku to slap their palms a few times, but not beat a child as if the child is the cause of the hardship in the country. No, it will be like that. So on my dad's part, my dad's parenting style that I don't like is that my dad does not beat. But my dad will talk and reprimand you. You do one simple thing, my dad will tell you his life story. The kind of, you will stand there, your body will be itching you. Flies will come and be flying and you'll be killing them. Just showing him signs, or imaginary flies, let me say, not real flies. You'll be like, in my mind though, I'll be saying, Daddy, it's better for you to beat me like mommy. Let me go, because my mom will just beat you and my mom doesn't have time to talk. My dad will scold you up. So these two things are two extremes for me. So I don't do that. I like I said, I use smacking of bum when they're young, when you're setting the foundation, but from a certain age, For instance, I think from when Ned was 8, I stopped beating them because I don't want them to feel that that is normal or something like that. And I hope that they don't remember it now better. Any kind of beating, I just talk. And I choose my battles. For instance, now if I go to the kitchen, there may be plates there, even though I've said a million times that I don't want to see plate there. You punish the person that left the plates there by telling the person, okay, you wash for extra 1 week. Even inside that extra 1 week, they will still leave the plate. Are you going to continue to punish it? I'm begging. So I choose my battles. And another thing I like to do actively is, I like to have conversations with my kids. Like, you guys have seen it probably in the vlog sometimes. We'll be watching TV here. We all sit here and watch TV and we'll discuss anything that comes up. Maybe you see somebody, assuming you want to use style and scold them. You're watching a video, you see somebody's room is dirty. You say, why don't teenagers clean their rooms? And they themselves will tell you why. They'll start telling you why, give you excuses and all that. But you will notice that, is it going to rain? You notice that shortly after that kind of discussion, you see them improving, keeping their rooms clean. Yeah, something like that. I don't want a situation where the only thing, because I've noticed that with parents, the only time they talk to their kids is either they're giving instruction or scolding them. No. You have to have conversations, laugh with your kids, relax and all that. And also, when you want to reprimand them, there's a certain tone that you use to reprimand them, yeah? Then, above all, the one I'm trying hard, if the person you're living with will allow you, let you do that, I try as much as possible to mind how I talk to people or whatever in their presence. Yeah. Because children, they learn mostly by emulation, by watching you. You can't be a smoker and then you want to prevent your children from vaping. No, it's not going to happen. It's not going to work. You can't be talking to people in a rude way. Even when you're on the phone to Nigeria, you talk to people anyhow, because that's what we do. We are talking to, some of us that live outside Nigeria, talking to Igbos in a nice tone, but at the moment you turn to a Nigerian or you're talking to a Nigerian on the phone, all your wildness will come out. You don't do that. You have to be careful how you do that. Once you lay the right foundation, to be honest, your kids will be the ones telling you how some things disgust. They will even be training you. I'm telling you, sometimes they will train you. Are there external influence? There's external influence. My kids, are there kids that smoke in their school? There are kids that smoke in their school. There are kids that fail their classes, repeat classes. There are kids that are expelled from their school. But my children will be the ones, when they're telling you such stories, if you see the disgust on their face, on their faces. So, yeah, lay the right foundation, and to be honest, you won't do a lot of parenting. That's my method. Talking about vaping, do you know this last time that I went to Manchester with Ned? We noticed it. The last time we went to Manchester last year, we didn't notice this. But this time, on their what do you call it, Piccadilly Gardens area, that busy area. Because we walked from that Piccadilly Gardens to the art gallery, we noticed that I think every block there are about 2 vaping shops, vaping and vaping related. And I'm like, why is this so popular like this? She was like frowning. She was even the one telling me, is it only vaping that they do in this place? Like all these spirits and oils, that the vaping oil, and you see the adverts. That's the only thing you see there. And she'll be like, I know that as well, where you live matters. Yeah. Assuming I find myself in a place, for instance, we don't live in a big city, so we don't have all those gangs, really bad kids here. But assuming we live in a big city here, where you have certain neighborhoods that are like really bad neighborhoods for raising children, I wouldn't even get pregnant in that kind of neighborhood. I'll make sure I move out of that place before I have my children. So, yeah, because no matter, there are some kinds of places you will live. To be honest, I know that I said that a good foundation, if you give your children a good foundation, external influence will not affect them like that. But there are some areas, no. Yeah. And then Elena is asking if the apartments I went to renovate in Nigeria are up for normal rent or Airbnb. Airbnb, no strength for Airbnb, because Airbnb takes a lot of energy. Even though you say, oh, you get a manager, no, you need a special kind of real estate manager for Airbnb, unlike normal rental, because Airbnb is like a hotel where you change guests ever so often. So you need somebody that knows how to manage that kind of thing, and then you have to dole out extra money. After all the money we spent to renovate, especially the trashed apartments, those apartments are almost 10 years old. So we've always wanted to use the opportunity to do major repairs, renovate it, touch it up to modern times, even though it was ahead of its times when we built it 9 years ago. So, but we still overshot our budget because we didn't expect the kind of extent of work that needed to be done there in one of the apartments, especially. To make it Airbnb, you still have to furnish it, modern furnishing and all that. No, it's not something I want to do. Also, it's not every type of property you want to be letting in strangers ever so often. No, it's for rental, but the letting and onboarding is being done by the estate managers. I don't do that part. Again, another way that I eliminate burnout. It's not my area of specialty. The estate managers, they have a wide network of letting agents that they use for such things. They know how to vet it and all that. So if you're already looking in that area, it's on the mainland. If you're already looking in that area, you yourself that is looking will register with, I think that's how it's done in Nigeria, will register with an agent, a letting agent. And that letting agent they also have their own big network, because when they tell more people, they will get tenants quicker. So you will hear about it. So don't worry. Okay. Yeah. If I answered your question today, I hope I did that to your satisfaction. If so, click the like button. I also got questions which are more related, like the space. I mean, this renovation one is for my Flo Financial, but I also want to bring it here because some people were asking me on Instagram a long time ago, even when I was in Nigeria. They were asking me if it's for rent, if they can rent and all that. So I want to answer it here as well. But the other questions are very much specific for my Flo Finance channel. So I'll reserve those questions for them. It's great to be back, my people. I hope I'll be able to upload more content before I jet off again. Bye-bye. See you soon. I love you guys. Mwah.